Here Saribo arrive.
All aboard! Wildcat Special! Fast train! Going to east here, Alabama! Don't stop, Mississippi! Top of Detroit, Georgia! Miami!
Who's Amy?
Miami!
You mean your Amy?
Bo Hunkers!
Bo hookers?
Bo Hunkers!
Bo hunkers?
Oh, I'll take your part. Hoboken!
Hoboken. Oh, well, Mr. Conductor, I want to go to Hot Town.
Hot Town?
Yes, sir.
That's the last stop.
Last-
All aboard!
All right, sir.
All out for Hot Town!
Is this Hot Town?
Hot Town!
Yes, sir.
What's going on up there? Hey everyone! Welcome aboard. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all doing fine and good and dandy and good. Hello, Green. I was just about to test whether or not it was working.
Tethercat said 1-2.
Well, what do you know? It's working. There we go. Look at my eyes. Ah, much better. Hey, everyone. It's my second anniversary stream. I don't know if all of you saw this earlier today. Apparently, I've been streaming for 2 years. Hooray! Yeah, figured I'd just toss something on really quick. There's no rhyme, no reason. Just something quick, lickety split.
Greed
fast,
underscore
fast, fast.
1914 said yeah AI.
Yeah, indeed. 2 years. Let's see if I can pull up the alert that I saw. Yeah, so hey, take a look at this. This is a snippet from my debut stream. It shows at the bottom that it was birthday July 2nd, and that was an image that I created on July 1st, 2023. Which is extremely cool. Hooray for me. I was kind of curious when I would be looking at my birthday. I was curious when my anniversary was coming up. It's not something that sticks in the back of my mind, but I knew it was going to be around the start of Canada Day. And lo and behold, to my surprise, today is the 2nd anniversary. Now that's not the only thing, because let me see if I can pull up this other one here. Where would I even look for that? I think I gotta go over here. Bear with me. Posted something earlier and I put it on Blue Sky. Save as that. Okay. So this is something that I saw over on Blue Sky, or I posted to Blue Sky. Take a look at this. Apparently in 2007, I figured I'd try out this whole social streaming thing. That's an old Twitter post. That's my first Twitter post dated July 2nd, 2007, meaning Tethercat, who has been streaming for 2 years, has been around for 18 years. So you could say this unofficially, but close enough. This is my 18th birthday and my 2nd anniversary for streaming. So hooray! That's kind of cool. I think I'm gonna toss this up here just for the stream. 2007. Now let's put that one back up again, because that was kind of cool. And there we go, everyone. That's this is what's going on today. We're having a bit of a Zatsudan, a bit of a just a bit of a chatting stream. Just gonna chat. Gonna celebrate some milestones. Truthfully, I was going to take a road trip today, and I did take a road trip today, and I just got back. I got back about 15 minutes ago, and the stream just started 10 minutes ago, so you can imagine how rushed this one is. But yeah, I was pretty happy with the way that the day went. Figured I'd talk about some accomplishments. Well, in the past 2 years, I can safely say that I got the Tethercat avatar working. Prior to this, about 2 years ago and prior, I was using a blue cat. Can I do this? Can I show you this? Let's see if I can show this. I don't think I can show it. My setup isn't right. I don't have the right setup for this. All right, let's yeah, I don't have the right setup for this, but let's take a look. No, I'm not even gonna tempt fate. Nope. Within VTuber Studio, the default is a cat. The default is a cat. And I used a chroma hue changer to make that black cat, Tethercat blue. And then I flipped it horizontally and I hung it from the ceiling. So that was about 2.5 years ago I was doing that. And I was just playing some low-key games, many of which I'm still playing, like Space Taxi. And then Mizu designed this amazing avatar, this phenomenal 2D representation of Tethercat. That was wonderful. So 2 years ago I debuted as Tethercat. One of my ambitions 2 years ago was to have simultaneous subtitles to accommodate a Japanese audience. And I think last year I was able to put Translation Chan together. I think Translation Chan came around a year, possibly a year and a half ago. And Translation Chan has been wonderful. Another accessibility item was that I wanted any of the comments that would be shown, no matter what platform, to not only appear on stream, but to be spoken by a mascot. And I think about a year ago, I was able to implement ChatRat, which is amusing because one of the concessions that I was attempting was to have a contest to name ChatRat. Now, keep in mind, about a year ago...
Read_1914 said rat.
rat. God, that reminds me of a song. I can't remember. It was a bad 80s song. I think it was from Boingo Boingo? Anyway. The ambition was to have a contest, loose contest, of course, to name ChatRat. And that really did not pan out. One of the reasons for that was because last year I was incredibly social. Not only was I playing Crime and Punishment with the immaculate VTuber Jun Kaomori, but I also had roughly 5 bailiffs playing with me at any given time on, oh god, not this song. 5 bailiffs playing with me at any given time on Crime and Punishment. So it was an incredibly social time for me last year. Since then, a lot of people have gone away, a lot of people have dispersed. And you know what? That's fine. It happens. People come, people go. But it also took away the impetus and the amusement of having ChatRat named. So, it's kind of taking a bit of a backseat. That's kind of where I'm getting at with that. What else? Accomplishments in the last 2 years. I have only had one piece of fan art. In the past 2 years, I've only had one piece of fan art. One. I just hit a copy, paste. This here from a Twitter user named Swagger, SWAGGRW. Swagger has created the only fan art for Tethercat. This is the sole fan art for Tethercat, and I love it. Absolutely love it. I think it's fantastic. I couldn't have asked for better fan art. And this piece of fan art was submitted one day before I left Twitter. I quit Twitter. I canceled my Twitter account. And this was submitted one day before that. And so I never had a chance to formally thank Swagger. So if Swagger is watching this, please thank you with my full heart. I've been praising and appreciative of this since it came around. Thank you very much, Swagger. Yeah, I haven't had too many other pieces of fan art, if at all. And what else? Accomplishments. I purchased my second outfit from Mizu, and I opted to design a Mighty Ducks goalie outfit. And if you take a look, if you were to watch the movie The Mighty Ducks, my goalie outfit is a one-to-one representation of a goalie outfit from that film. Little hidden unknown fact. Let's see. I've been experimenting with a lot of things. One of the key elements of getting ChatRat up and running was to find programs. And this goes for translation, Chan. This goes for so much of pretty much everything. Was finding the right program to do the right thing. And sometimes they would fail, and sometimes they would be wrong, and sometimes I'd test them, and sometimes I'd delete them. StreamerBot and SpeakerBot, both of those contributed to me operating ChatRat. Using text-to-speech, ChatRat runs through SpeakerBot, which runs through StreamerBot. ChatRat runs through StreamerBot. Then ChatRat runs through SpeakerBot, and then SpeakerBot comes back and speaks through ChatRat. So it's a bit of a circuitous route. That's how ChatRat operates. And within the past week, possibly 2 weeks, I managed to acquire a different program called Social Ninja. Social Stream Ninja. And Social Stream Ninja takes the chat, any of the chat that is contributed in either or any stream, and it brings it in, says haha, and it appears on the screen in one complete package as opposed to the fragmented packages that I had been using previously. So it's not perfect, but once again, it works, and it works just good enough that we can make do with what we have. I think I equated it to friends and family. When I implemented all of these things, I was ecstatic. I posted about it on my personal social media. I said, hey everyone, I have done the equivalent of creating a rocket that could go to the moon using bottle caps and paper clips and whatever else I could find. And it really did feel that way, because I think Tethercat, and I think this stream, and I think ChatRat and Social Stream Ninja and everything about all of this, I don't think anyone else is doing this. And I don't just mean that in I'm presenting a unique program, a unique broadcast. What I mean is I'm implementing stuff. I'm putting chocolate and peanut butter together like no one has done before. There are things I'm doing that I have not seen anyone else do. I'm not a creator, but I am creative. And boy, you hand me chocolate and you hand me peanut butter, and I will absolutely make you a side dish you won't believe. So that's it for the streaming side. I have a whole bunch of other items I've accomplished, such as integration with a heart rate monitor, integration with the Twitch integrated throwing system, aka TITS. Yay tits. And I guess a couple other things, but that's primarily the big thing. I've managed to do intros and outros. I've ever so sparsely done a few clips and learned how to do video editing, subtitling. It's not my favorite thing to do. In fact, I'm not very good at it at all. Otherwise, I'd be putting out many more of them. But I am proud of everything I've done over the past 2 years. I'm proud of my successes and I'm proud of my failures. I think 3 weeks ago I started a rock band. Sorry, no. I started streaming Rocksmith. Rocksmith. Yeah. Rocksmith is a how to learn guitar video game. And with Rocksmith, I wasn't able to get it 100% working. Despite having a secondary camera that was actually trained on my guitar. Despite all the technical things that could happen, it's the program of Rocksmith which failed me. But not for lack of trying, I was doing my best. So that was a failure. But I was still proud of my failure. And I'm proud of every failure because every failure is a step closer to success. And I wish I could learn that more. I wish I could take that to heart more. It's a powerful life lesson. That's some wisdom. Every failure is a step towards success. And I'm proud of all of them. So, I've been doing a lot of ambitious things. Drawing streams, pixel art streams, playing classic video games no one's ever heard of, playing popular games, collaborating. The thing that I'm most proud of, the thing that blows me away, is that currently I'm at 130 subscribers. I know who my first subscriber was. Subscriber number 1. I know them. I think I know subscriber 2. I think I know subscriber 3. And 2 years ago, it was a very slow crawl. And it has been a slow crawl. I don't really advertise myself. I don't advertise myself. I don't set up a regularly scheduled stream. How was I? Blah. I was having a conversation earlier today with one of the furballs over in Japan. And I was just chatting. I was just loosely discussing via the Japanese to English translation what it would take for me to go to the next level. What would it take for me to get a bunch of subscribers? Who my audience is. Who are my audience? Who do I want watching this stream? They were very valid questions posed at me. Those questions made me think. And they were also difficult questions. I honestly didn't know the answer to some of them. Who do I want watching my streams? And I think the answer is that I'm comfortable with who I have. I think I have some of the most amazing viewers. I think I have some of the best viewers. There's a loyalty. When I show up on stream, I have a series of regulars who continually not only watch, but express a couple of comments here and there just to let me know that they're out there, just to encourage me and keep me going. And I love that. I love that. I also know that I have some lurkers, some people who watch the streams who don't necessarily speak up. But I know I have those. And and every now and then I will be performing a live stream and I will get a personal text message from someone who I personally know, who has my cell phone number, who will message me during a live stream to tell me something. Because they know I'm live streaming and they wanted to inform me of something. I have those viewers as well. And I think I have some of the best subscribers, some of the best viewers, some of the best people watching my stream. And I'm grateful for every single one of them. 130 subscribers might seem low, and especially after 2 years. Here's a fun fact. A certain fish VTuber debuted and within 2 days got 1 million subscribers. Good for her. I'm not her. I'm just a blue cat. And I'm cool with all of this. I'm actually comfortable with all of this. I'm very grateful. I'm humbled. I'm humbled at the fact that anyone would give me their personal space. That anyone would put my streams on in the background while they paint. Would have me chat with some Baroque music from the 1600s while they do homework. I am honored to be a part of people's lives in my smallest of small ways. This registers with me. I will conclude a stream and I will go to bed. And I will go to bed satisfied, happy, and proud that I was able to accomplish a distraction from the chaos of the world. That I was able to provide some laughs over the span of half an hour or an hour or 2 hours. That I was able to instruct people on things that they didn't know. That I was able to share in feelings and emotions, celebrations, loss, commiserations. All of this registers. All of this is taken in. And I'm very proud of all of it. I'm very proud of the past 2 years. When I was growing up, when I was just a little tether kitten, I told my Tethercat family that I wanted to be a cartoon voice actor when I grew up. I think I've accomplished that. I am a voice actor. I've been involved with theater. I've done commercials, radio commercials, I've been on the big screen. I've actually been in movies. Now, not starring, mind you. I've starred in some small movies, but I've actually appeared on major releases on the big screen in cinemas. I am a voice actor, but here, this Tethercat, I'm a cartoon voice actor, and it makes me ecstatic. I am so happy. I mentioned that I've had a rough patch of life. It hasn't always been sunshine and roses in my life. Every life has elements of good times and bad times. Yes, James and bad times. Thank you, Translation Chan. Every life has good moments and bad moments. And about 5 years ago, give or take, I was in some rough times. It was very rough for me. And to be where I am now, to be this blue cat sitting in this cozy yellow chair with this fireplace crackling, that rat up on the mantle speaking the words from the ether. To be here now, I can't tell you what a departure that is from where I was 5 years ago. How elevated I am. So, I'm in a good place. All that to say, I'm in a very good place. Physically, emotionally, mentally, socially, financially. A lot of my happiness has come through Tethercat. In previous years, if I was feeling sad, I was feeling sad alone. And to come here and to be Tethercat and to entertain and to join in with conversations and to share laughter. Being Tethercat has made my mental state much stronger. And I'm talking tenfold stronger. I've definitely become more vocal simply because I have to be. I'm Tethercat. I'm entertaining. It would be a really boring stream if I just sat there for 2 hours in silence. So I'm always talking. That carries through. My voice has changed. Not too much. I actually watched the stream. You remember we watched the stream? I guess it was like 2 years ago. Or sorry, about a week ago or less. We watched one of the first streams I did. And my voice hasn't changed all that much in the past 2 years. A little bit, not much. But I've become more comfortable using it. And it's carried. Part of my profession.
Greek_1914 said foot goal.
Foot goal? Foot goal? Foot goal. Wow. Foot goal indeed. I caught the goal bit because the icon even says goal, but the foot thing threw me. Part of you threw me off my game. What was I going to say there? I was talking about voice acting. I know that. I can't remember. It's all good. It's all good. Foot goal indeed. But all of that to say that being Tethercat has made me happier. Being Tethercat has made me proud to have the community that I have. So, yeah. And in all of this time, I've only had one slap on the wrist for copyright. And that was about a month ago when I was showing off some Shakespeare. And YouTube said, you can't do that. And they slapped my wrist hard. And that's why we're not showing Shakespeare right now. Lesson learned. There is a reason why I'm playing 1600s Baroque and 1930s jazz, you know. There is a reason why when we're watching Buster Keaton movies, those are movies from 1925. Just saying. Yeah. Man, 2 years. If I were to guess, if we were to have a highlight reel, what are
Reed_1914 said hooray for public domain.
That is precisely it.
Minimi
Hey,
Cursor
it's
96 said hello.
Welcome to the 2-year anniversary stream for Tethercat, Mini-Me. How you doing? Glad to have you aboard. I'm glad you could make it for this celebratory day. Do I have that hat? Can I put that hat on? Let me see if I can find my hat. Miscellaneous. See if I can find that hat.
Minimi Cursor 96 said doing okay, thanks. Happy 2-year anniversary.
Well, thank you very much. I don't have a hat, like a birthday hat. All I have is a witch's hat from Halloween. I'm not going to put that on. I have a policeman hat, I have a fishing hat, a taxi hat. I don't have a birthday hat. Oh well. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for the anniversary acknowledgement. I was about to launch into the next stream of consciousness, if you would, where I think about what the highlights are over the past 2 years. What are the highlights, the funniest moments, the saddest moments, you know, the good times, the bad times. 2 years. So I don't know that I can equivalate? Sure. I don't know that I can equivocate the funniest moment or the saddest or the most introspective or
Minimi
the
Cursor
single.
96 said it was an adventure.
And it still is an adventure. It's definitely been an adventure. And once again, I appreciate yourself and everyone who's shown up for my streams. And I spoke about that earlier. You'll have to go back to the VOD to hear me gushing praise upon my absolutely wonderful viewers, yourself included, and everyone else watching. As far as the funniest moments, I have to admit that many of the collaborations that I did, whether it was with VTubers such as Jun Kamori, or whether it was with my my bailiffs and other participants during not just Crime and Punishment but other streams, those are probably the funniest moments. And to whittle it down into a singular one, I couldn't do that. I know that I've had some pretty hard laughs though. In fact, I can always tell when I have the hardest of laughs. I clipped one of them, and it was during the crime, or one of the funniest moments that caught me off guard was during the Driver stream, because Driver is one of my favorite funny games, and I know that I've laughed hard. I think the Thrasher Skate and Destroy demo, I seem to
Minimi
recall.
Cursor 96 said, oh yeah, it was an amazing moment in that stream.
I seem to recall in the Thrasher Skate and Destroy demo, laughing so hard I was crying. I can't remember what specific moment. It might have even... I just know that I was laughing so hard that I was in tears. I was crying so hard. What else? What other streams have there been where it's been very funny? I think that's about it. I tried doing it with the siphon filter stream because that was my trifecta, and it didn't hold the same amount of humor that the skating game and driver did. But they were still pretty funny. What else? Memorable moments? Accomplishments? I felt accomplished whenever I finished a game, such as with Puzzle Agent. That was an accomplishment. I played a game. Let me see if I can pull up the image of it. I played a game, King of Hearts. I can't remember when I played this. It was a demo. Played this game about 3 or 4 months ago, maybe 6 months ago. And when I played that game, first of all, it was very good, and I was able to do a lot of voice acting. I did a lot of voice acting. I voiced many of the characters on King of Hearts. But not only was that an enjoyable stream, the developer and game designer was incredibly appreciative. Thanked me afterwards, said that I was able to troubleshoot their game and provided those voices, and it provided a new perspective on how that game was going to be developed. That was nice. And similarly, very recently I played Bewitches, which is actually B-E Witches. And once again, the developer contacted me. Different developer, different game, different developer. That developer contacted me and said, hey, that's some amazing gameplay, and thank you very much. I took notes. I'm going to continually work on the game. Thank you. So, a lot of input. Playing the games and providing developers a lot of input. That was nice. That's a pride moment. I'm appreciative of that. There were a couple of other games I played. I was proud to beat Exit 8 because I struggled so hard with that game. I struggled so hard with Exit 8. The Wing Commander. The Wing Commander Kilrothy runs.
Minimicursor96 said I think most people did.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely did. I think that the surprisingly popular Wing Commander streams were fun streams, and I'd like to go back and I'd like to try it again, because it is possible to get a perfect Kilrothy run, and I did not get a perfect run, but I did get an enjoyable run, and it's some of my most popular streams. I have fun with Mario Kart on the Switch, but I'm not good at it. There are some games I'm good at. That is not one of them. years. Here's something. I guess I can show you this. Can I show you this? Let me see if I can show you this. Where would this even be? Where would I put this? E-video. No, it's not under e-video, is it? No. Let's see. Yeah, take a look at this. Kabam. This here is a game of Repo.
Hi.
That was the other day,
Hi.
and it involved some of the Tethercat family, some of the furballs. And about halfway through this 4-hour stream, I said, "Hey guys, do you mind if I join in?" I was very sensitive. I asked, and they said yes. So.
Minimicursor 96 said, "Oh nice, adorable."
So, the other day, I joined in with some of the Tethercat family, and we played Repo. And you can even see me. I'm right there. That's me. I mean, yeah, that's me. What time is it for you guys? Tethercat.
指で残しとこ
1
o'clock.
15
2 o'clock. And it was fun because they were 4 Japanese furballs, 4 of my family members, 4 streamers.
2 o'clock.
Jeez. And I was the English-speaking furball. And they still accepted me, and we still had a lot of fun. So, yeah, if you get a chance, go take a look at the furball family. We all played Repo the other night. And it was incredibly fun. It was incredibly fun. I had so much fun. Yeah. 2 years. Every Canada Day I tried to do either a day.
Minimicursor 96 said, "That's great. Repo bringing people together like always."
Yeah, I know, right? And I'm looking into doing another Repo event, formalized this time. I almost did one last night. I got an invite to join a group, and I almost set something up last night, except that I wanted to play Open Guesser instead. So yeah, I could be doing some more Repo streams in the near future. Every Canada Day, I either try to do a Canada Day Canadian stream or a Canadian month of streaming. So that's led to some very interesting Canadian games, including Trivial Pursuit. A lot of the bailiffs really enjoyed those games. And I enjoyed having the games with the bailiffs too. Taking a hydration check, everybody. Ow.
Tethercat said, "Hydration check." Tethercat said, "Hydration check." Greet_1914 said, "HS cheers."
HS cheers. Are you going to post that whenever I do a hydration check? Because that's kind of funny. I would rather you get hydrated, but if you're going to do that, then that's equally as good. Have you been sitting on that one? Did you find that one? You're like, oh, I got to do that next time Tethercat does a hydration check. I could see you doing that. Oh, and by the way, I drink out of these large
Greet_1914 said, "Maybe."
Yeah, maybe. Oh, God. Kaboom. Sorry, I had to fast forward through that music. So I drink out of these large cranberry juice bottles. They're 2-liter bottles. They hold iced tea, they hold cranberry juice, you know the size. Anyway, I picked it up off the floor. That's what I fill with my water. I picked up my floor, I set it in my lap, and I ball-sacked myself. Just moments ago, I ball-sacked myself. Beep. I did that for translation chat in case any Japanese viewers were wondering what ball sack means. Ow. So now I'm in a little bit of discomfort. Congratulations. Happy anniversary. Because, you know, it's not... Water isn't light. 2 liters of water weighs 2 liters. Okay, it weighs
Greet
2
underscore
kilograms,
1914 said Poro sad.
Poro sad. You and your emotes, I love it. Yeah. 2 years. And not just 2 years, but as I was saying earlier, and if you look at the top of the screen, that's 18 years of Tethercat being Tethercat. I mentioned the story of how Tethercat came to be, and that's a nickname that I gave to one of my beloved pets oh so long ago. A cat. She was a tabby. She was wonderful. I love her. She has passed on. She's been gone for over a decade. She has long left this mortal coil. But her legacy lives on. I used to love that cat. And one of the nicknames, not her name, not the cat's name, but one of the nicknames that I gave to this lovable, imagine beautiful, friendly, intelligent creature. One of her nicknames I gave to her was Tethercat. And one day I was playing Xbox Live with some Halo friends, and we had to choose Xbox Live names. So I chose Tethercat, and then it stuck. And that would have been roughly in around the 2000 area, 2007. I think it was Tethercat for Halo 1, maybe? I don't think I was. I think I had a different name. And Halo 2 was when... For Halo 2, that's when I really stuck the Tethercat thing. And then Xbox Live came out. Do you wish to subscribe to Xbox Live? Register a username. Okay, Tethercat it is. So that was around 2007-ish. And then, just playing some Xbox, playing some PlayStation, doing a couple of things here and there. Actually, I had a couple of player names for a couple of different systems. The PS3, Steam, a whole bunch of different usernames and player accounts. But then about 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, I decided I was going to start streaming on Twitch. So I did. And it said, hey, what's your Twitch username? And I said, I guess I'll be Tethercat. So about 5 years ago, I started streaming as Tethercat on Twitch. I don't know what games I was playing. Once again, they were probably really old, like Space Taxi and things. But, yeah. Once I acquired the blue cat avatar from Mizu, everything just kind of skyrocketed from there. What else? I have tech. My God, I have so much tech. When I was doing my first streams, it was basically a computer and the world's crappiest webcam from 2005. That was my first streams. There was no OBS. There was no VTube Studio or even Blue Tethercat. There was nothing. There was no HDMI, no hooking up consoles. I was playing on an emulator with a bad camera, and no one watched me, and I was comfortable with that. Since then, I have acquired in the last 10 years, I've acquired upgrades to my voice acting. So I have a high-end microphone. What's my microphone? I think... What am I using here? What am I using? My microphone... The microphone I'm using is a Shure PG-48. Shure PG-48. That's my microphone. I am filtering it through an audio device, a Zoom H5. Zoom H5. Translation Chan, you are so close. Goes through an XLR cable. And I've got like a pop filter so you don't hear the pop, pop, pop. Without the pop filter, pop, 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 it definitely makes a difference. All of this is about an inch from my face, by the way. Like this, I constantly brush up against the pop filter with my chin. It's right up against my face. And about, I guess a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, when I really started to get into the whole Tethercat thing on my 2-year-ago debut, I decided to purchase a high-end webcam to get rid of that really horrible one from 2005. So I bought myself a high-end modern webcam. And it's done the trick. It's wonderful. I've also upgraded my computer. I didn't get a really nice video card, but I got a passable video card. I think I'm using a NVIDIA GTX 1080? I think it's a 1080. GTX 1080, maybe. And you know what, I purchased a ring light. I don't use my ring light. What I do use, and this is more amusing than anything. So I have a ring light, but I don't use it. Instead, I have a seasonal effect disorder lamp to treat clinical depression. To treat chronic depression and seasonal affect disorder, I have a really bright lamp. And so I actually have that. That is my main Tethercat streaming lamp. So, in effect, it works. I can state with 100% certainty that the seasonal effect disorder lamp to treat depression works, as I am happy whenever it is on. How's that for an endorsement? I know some VTubers use and recommend using an iPhone. I don't use an iPhone. I have an Android, and it's possible for me to use it, but I don't. Everything's strictly through the webcam. Everything's on the webcam. So that's kind of the audio and video setup I have. It's rudimentary, but it works. Oh, and special shout out to my chair. Let's give a big round of applause to this Leap steel back with Herman Miller headrest. Leap steel back with Herman Miller headrest. And all in all, I believe the chair cost around $1,000. The headrest cost about $200, ballpark. But keep in mind that I do use it more for work than I do for streaming. With that said, it is the most comfortable, most ergonomic, oh, beautiful thing. Beautiful. But I have a, to continue on with ergonomics, I have an ergonomic keyboard that I've never seen anyone use ever. It's a writing keyboard. It's a split space writing keyboard. Fellows. Fellows is the brand name. And it was made for Windows ME. Which I think was Millennium Edition. It's old. I've had to make concessions. They don't make parts for it. It's not under warranty. And I've used it for about 30 years. What else? So that's my keyboard. And I think it was last year Christmas. 6 months ago. 6 months ago I purchased a Elgato Stream Deck. I don't know if anyone knows what an Elgato Stream Deck is. It's effectively just a series of buttons which equate to hotkeys. So you can program the buttons and they do things. And you know what? I use it for work and I don't use it for streaming. I have it with a whole bunch of work function settings to make my life better. And I don't have it for streaming in the least. I wouldn't even know what to do with streaming. But I bought it for streaming, but I just don't use it for streaming. So that's a bit of the tech. I also have a bamboo tablet, which I use from time to time on my drawing streams. Pretty much everything I purchased was either brand new or from a thrift store. The bamboo tablet was from a thrift store. Thrift store. I'm just going to mispronounce that for the rest of the stream. Thrift store. Yay. Yeah. Even the headset I use, my headphones. My headphones are Beats. But they are $20 Beats. Previously used, thrift store. I really enjoy them. So, yeah. So that's a bit of the Tethercat tech stuff that I've cobbled together over the last 2 years plus. I suppose I could talk about ambitions and things I want to do, but I think we went over that last time. We had a Zatsudan the other night. So, yeah. Oh, it's past the top of the hour. Hello, anyone who's watching. Hello, any lurkers. Hello, anyone who's in the background of the audience. Just a whole bunch of us. We're just chilling out here on my 2-year anniversary, and apparently, if you look at the little white box above my head, my 18th birthday. Hurrah! Maybe I can vote. Maybe I can drink alcohol. Maybe I can drive a car. I'm 18. Yay. I'm consensually an adult cat. Oh no, oh no. A cat with an 18-year birthday? Well, I'm on my deathbed apparently. Well, this is it. This might be the final stream, everybody. I'm 18 years old. I'm a cat. Just long in tooth. I'm just gonna meander and slowly chew my wet food. Oh. Oh.
Devin and Raccoon said you're about to get raided by Raccoon.
Oh, hey, thank you very much, and hello, Devin and Raccoon. Thank you for, I can't believe it. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. We were just talking about how old I am and how I'm eating wet food. Hi. I think I've only ever experienced one raid in my life, so this is going to terrify me. Hello, everybody. I don't know what to do. I don't know if... I hope everything works. I hope Thank you very much for well, first of all, thank you for the heads up. This is terrifying. Hi, everybody. My name's Tethercat, and I'm eating wet food. I don't know what really to talk about. I mean, I don't know. I'm just... What am I? I'm just some cat who hangs upside down. What do I know? Look at me. I'm all shy. What else? What else? I mean... I'm still wondering what the best games... You know what? I got a request to play Okami. And I just don't have time to play Okami. I don't have time to dive into a 60-plus hour game. So I've kind of redirected to other streamers who are doing... What? Ay, what's going on here?
Joe's fellow Liquid said Rocky Raid.
Hello, Rocky Raid. I guess Chat Rat's going to start talking a lot. Don't mind Chat Rat up there
Devin
on the
and
mantle.
Raccoon said Rocky Raid.
Hello, everybody.
Devin Raccoon Dab.
This is amazing. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? My name is Tethercat, and I am celebrating my 2nd birthday, according to the yellow board to my side. No, my 2nd anniversary and my 18th birthday. Let's get this straight. My 18th birthday and my 2nd anniversary for streaming. So, yes, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid, Devin and Raccoon. A couple of fantastic
Devin and Raccoon
streamers.
said happy birthing day.
That's so wonderful. I came across
Joe's fellow
Devin.
Liquid said happy birthday, I.
And thank you very much for all of that. Thank you very much for everyone rating. I appreciate all of the support and eyeballs. I came across...
Joe's fellow Liquid said Thegra 591 Love-Eyed.
You know what? You know what makes me laugh the hardest is when the people in my chat room use emotes, because I never know what those emotes are, and they amuse me beyond all capacity. I came across Devin when Devin was doing some Samurai Pizza Cat stuff, and that's my admiration. So, fist bump on Speedy Cervici, Polyester, and Guido Anchovy. Yes, I'm celebrating my 18th birthday. And
Joseph the Lonely Kid said Samari Pizza Cat's
Oh,
mention.
jeez, Joseph the Lonely Kid. I gotta tell you that. Take a look at one of my past streams. I was doing a collab with some viewers and another VTuber, June Kawamori, and we played Pizza Cats, the English version, from start to finish. And June, the fruit bat, she didn't know what Samurai Pizza Cats was. And conversely,
Cursor 96 said it was amazing.
conversely, I was doing all the voices.
Joseph the Lonely Kid said, "AAAA, that's so cool."
I was doing the voices of Bad Bird. I was doing the voices of Big Cheese, Geriatric. I was doing all the voices. The mother and the son. And, yeah, Mini-Me, who's in the chat room right now. Mini-Me was there, and it was just hilarity ensued. So that's one of the funniest streams that I've done in the past 2 years, and I think it was from about 9 months ago, maybe more. So go take a look at my Pizza Cat stream. It's a short game. I think it was about 2 or 3 hours. I think you're gonna
Devin
laugh
and
very
Rockland
hard.
said AHH. That kinda stuff's so fun to do.
It really is. Voice acting for the games you play is always fun. One of the things I was describing to the people in chat earlier is that I am a voice actor, albeit an amateur one. I've done voices on theater and stage.
Said, "I love when Rocky does voices for Zelda."
Zelda. That'd be funny. Hopefully the CDI version, which in my headcanon is the only version there is. Not only have I done theater voices, but whenever I
Cursor
play...
96 said the only thing that was memorable from it was Mount Coochie.
Yes, there is a moment in this Samurai Pizza Cat's English translation, fan translation, I might add, where Mount Coochie is mentioned, and both Mini-Me and June Kawamori, the VTuber, both absolutely lost their marbles laughing in hilarity at that. But I was mentioning that I do play games and I do add voices, so maybe I should... I know that the most recent one was BE Witches. I did the voices for that. And I did it for not only Samurai Pizza Cats, but also King of Hearts. King of Hearts. So if you check those streams out, you can catch some of me doing my voice acting. Yeah, it's Samurai Pizza Cats is a cultural touchstone. I'm a VTuber and I live near Toronto. And by the way, I'm quite old. This 18-year-old birthday stuff, I mean, y'all are kids for me. That's why I'm eating my wet
Joseph
food.
Bellonlickid said, "What's your favorite topping on a pizza?"
You know what? I'm not even going to be contentious. Pineapple on pizza is my favorite. I'm totally going with the grain. I'm going with what everyone says. A Hawaiian pizza, ham, pineapple, cheese. A Hawaiian pizza is fantastic. I love pineapple on pizza. With that said, though, in my youth, I used to work at a pizza place, and so I became acclimated to eating
Joseph
anchovies.
said, "I love that answer so much that gets a follow."
Well, thank you very much. I
Devin
feared
and
what would
Rockland
happen.
said, "All pizza choices are legal."
They really are. All pizza choices are legal. The donair. I found a newfound appreciation for the donair, which I still don't even know what a donair is. I just know I love it. One of my favorite, because I used to work for a pizza place, when I was growing up, I would often create large amounts of slices for the 2 a.m. crowd, and no one would come in to buy those slices, so I would take home free pizza.
Said donut pizza. Oh yeah.
Donut pizza. Donut pizza is just a large pizza with a small pizza removed out the center of it. And so I used to bring home pizza all the time to my family. And one of my most fond memories from my mother, who has passed on a long time ago, she used to eat ham, ground beef, bacon, and tomato. And so that has become one of my comfort foods now. When I go out, when I purchase a pizza, I'll get that and some garlic
really
bread.
Sweet.
But as much a comfort food as that might be for my nostalgia purposes, still my favorite toppings are absolutely a Hawaiian of pineapple and ham. And since we're on the topic, both Devin and Joseph and anyone else who might be watching, what are your favorite pizza toppings? I'm curious now because you brought up the subject, and I enjoy watching Chat Rat babble a bit. Chat Rat needs to
Joseph
earn.
Pelomlickett said bacon.
Bacon is so good. Bacon is so good. I mean, I'm not an omnivore for nothing. Yeah, bacon's a great topping. They used to make bacon... Well, currently bacon is almost cubes and crumbly, but they used to make sliced bacon for pizza. This is going back about 20 years ago or so, maybe 30 years. And sliced bacon on pizza is exquisite. I can assure you. You get some sliced bacon and some extra cheese on a pizza, you are in heaven. If you get the chance, order from your pizza place. Ask them, do you do sliced bacon? Not cubes. And if they say yes, order about
Joseph
15
Pelomlickett
pizzas.
said sliced bacon would be delish.
It really is. It is so nice. I can't praise it highly enough. Yeah. I wonder if, other than Samurai Pizza Cats, I wonder if I've ever played a pizza-related game. I think I tried Overcooked and Overcooked 2 at some point, but I don't think that they quite qualified. I think those were more restaurant games than pizza games. I do play Space Taxi quite frequently. Because many of my games are Commodore 64 games or PlayStation 1, Nintendo and Super Nintendo and Sega. Like I play a lot of classics.
Joseph Pelomlickett said work at a pizza place on Roblox, oh yeah.
Roblox. You know, I've never played Roblox, and I'm old. I don't think I have ever seen Roblox. All I know is it's something that kids play. And by kids, I mean anyone under the age of 30. Once again, I'm old and I eat wet food. The only way I know Roblox is whenever I go to the Skydome to watch a Toronto Blue Jays game, and Roblox is, I think, on the big screen, and the kids are doing some sort of Fortnite dabbing. I don't know. Kids nowadays. They stay on my lawn. What can you do?
Joseph Pelomlickett said, oh my.
Yeah. I am an old cat. I am an OG son. If you're taking a look over here, it says age, OG son. That's right. And the OG does not stand for original guy. That's I'm an old timer. But yes, Roblox. I think if I were to work at a pizza place, it would be whatever that video game is that was made. An homage was made to it in the Amazing Digital Circus last time.
Said the chat rat is so lovable.
Yeah, there was a stream. Over the past 2 years, we were talking about this earlier tonight, where trying to cobble together this entire experience of Tethercat, of the fireplace, of the Japanese to English translation, all of this. And one of the elements I wanted to have was a text-to-speech for chat. And so there was a stream devoted to me drawing Chat Rat. And Chat Rat was just so much fun. It took a little while to get Chat Rat just right, but when it worked, it worked. And now Chat Rat is just this lovable contribution. We love Chat Rat.
Joseph Felonlickid said all hail chat rat are MC cheese of rats.
Our MC cheese of rats. You know, there's a everyone, as I say, people constantly put in Twitch emotes, and I'm not familiar with Twitch emotes, so I'm primarily a YouTuber, but I've just recently become both YouTube and Twitch related. I stream on both now, and I'm still not familiar with Twitch emotes. So some people put in cheese wedges, and it just blows my mind, and it makes me laugh. And truthfully, people put in
Joseph
Twitch.
Felonlickid said Dino Dance.
Dino Dance, that one's come up before. I've seen the Dino Dance before, and I think it's whenever myself or my bailiffs discuss Gargura, who is now stepped aside so that Samako Saba could take some reins. But and when I say bailiffs, one of the games that I love playing is Crime and Punishment for the Commodore 64, where I play a judge and I have bailiffs. In fact, here's my little gavel. I have a little gavel I use. Oh yeah, might as well take this opportunity to show off my entire hockey outfit. See, here's the thing, everybody. This is what I typically look like.
Joseph Felonlickid said vote yet.
Typically, this is what Tethercat is. So, without anything, I'm just a cat hanging on a pole. This is Tethercat. Pleased to meet y'all. And over the past 2 years, not only did I get clothes. Hooray.
Devin and Rockhoon said what's on your leg pad there?
My leg pad? What's on my leg pad? Oh, I mean, I've got a... My tail is tied to the top of the rope. As far as the leg
Joseph
pad,
Felonlickid said cheese wedge.
I think you might be referring to the goalie outfit. Is that appearing? Yeah, that looks all right. And what's on the leg pad is actually the same thing that's on the helmet. So the artist and designer of Tethercat is an artist named Mizu. And that there is the logo for Mizu as well. It appears on the helmet as well. So, yeah, that is way too close.
Devin and Rockhoon said cute logo.
Absolutely, it's a cute logo, and I tried to contact Mizu and say, "Hey, Mizu, can you help me out? Can you put a logo on that thing?" And Mizu is Japanese, and Mizu didn't quite grasp through the English to Japanese language barrier what I meant by logo. So I had to send a logo of the Toronto Maple Leafs logo and Team Sweden.
Devin and Rockhoon said I love your style in general. Ever get mistaked for bad, hanging around like that?
Yes, frequently and more times than I would care to admit. I absolutely do. Often I will go onto a stream, and if people don't know what Tethercat is, they will say, because my static image looks basically like this. That's my Discord image. That's my reactive. That's my Fugi. And people don't see that it's not just a tail attached to a rope, but also a tail attached to a rope attached to a pole. So yeah, when people only see this, they say, "Hey, you're a bat." And then I have to say, "No, I'd be Tether Bat if that was the case. I'm a Tethercat." It's an amazing design. It's got a ton of different outfits, Scottish heritage. For the concession behind the the Scottish one was that...
Minimicursor96 said a new species discovered only on the internet, and only on the internet.
And only on the internet. Whenever I would be out and about, which is a Canadianism, happy Canada Day, everybody. One of the things I would do, let me just transform, rotate 180. So I would be doing my streams, and this would appear when I'm right side up. Yes, oot and a boot, indeed. To signify that I'm upside down. Take a look at my whiskers. My whiskers go upside down. So whenever you see me with the spinny eyes, it's because I'm not used to being right side up, if you would. All right, let's put that back the way it was. Yeah. What else? I've got a role-playing game set of armor that I use when I go into battle. Whenever I'm playing a role-playing game, I usually throw this on. And
Joseph Elomlickid said hypnotic eyes, grinning face with big eyes.
Also, me without my glasses. Also, me with glasses. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this, and then recently, within the past, I think it was year, I commissioned Mizu, and I said, hey, could you make me extra Canadian? And Mizu designed this amazing hockey goalie outfit, which no other VTuber has a goalie outfit, let alone a hockey outfit. I think I've seen one VTuber who has a hockey outfit, and it's just a simple hockey player. I'm the only VTuber who has a goalie outfit that I know of, and it's amazing. And one of the requests that I made to Mizu was, hey, can you design this goalie outfit? Mizu didn't quite know what I meant, so I provided a photo of Goldberg from the Mighty Ducks, the original film, The Mighty Ducks. I said, hey, can you make a goalie outfit from Goldberg from the Mighty Ducks? And Mizu came above and beyond. I mean, this is just such an amazing outfit. Even down to the gloves, the helmet, everything about this. Wonderful. So, yeah, it's a fantastic avatar.
Devanan Rockun said, I am Goldberg. The goalie.
That is precisely it. Yes. And in fact,
Joseph
I did...
Elomlickid said, take pride MR cheese.
I did an outfit costume reveal. I did an outfit reveal. Can I show that? Where is that? Let me see if I have it somewhere in my directory here. I did an outfit reveal. Tethercat goalie. Yeah, okay. Let me show you this. I'm gonna put mute on my music. I'm gonna shrink me down here. And take a look at this. This is my 45-second goalie outfit reveal. Okay, so that's my, sorry about the volume. I didn't realize that the volume had blasted.
Said, oh, heck yeah.
But, yeah, pretty fun, eh? So, that's, these are the accomplishments I've been having over the last 2 years. And we've been going over a couple of these accomplishments for the past, hour or so. talking about all the successes, all the things that I've managed to do, from chat rat to chat integration from both YouTube and Twitch. Speaking of which, I'm going to do a quick hydration check.
Tethercat said hydration check. Tethercat said hydration check.
So it integrates both YouTube and Twitch simultaneously and concurrently. The live translation, the real-time translation of English to Japanese, that was difficult, and I managed to do that. So yeah, it's been we've been celebrating the accomplishments over the last 2 years. Yeah.
Joe's fellow looked said chat rat.
Chat rat is beloved. Everyone loves chat rat. Actually, I'm gonna pop back over to the window for me doing the reading room. There we go. Wow, too big. I think that's about right. That's about right. It's always a bit of an effort trying to get it all back and set up again properly, right? Let's make sure that music is there. Hit this. Take care of that. Give me the spinny eyes.
Joe's fellow looked said, can I feed him cheese?
Ooh, chat rat? Sure. Is there a cheese emote? There must be a cheese emote. Let me just type in cheese emoji. Cheese emoji. Let's see what happens when we toss this in.
Tethercat said cheese wedge. Tethercat said cheese wedge.
There you go. Yes. If you put in a chat or a cheese emoji, then chat rat gets cheese. That's as good as I can give you. I'm still surprised a lot of people really have fun with chat rat, like more than I had anticipated. They get a real kick out of chat rat. Yeah. I've really had a fun 2 years. And there's going to be a lot more. Like, I'm not done. There's a lot going on. I'm going to be hopefully getting into more collabs, more watch-alongs.
Cursor 96 said so do I.
Absolutely. Hopefully I can do a read-along. I was asked if I would be able to do a reading story time, and I think that's fun. I love that idea.
Joe's fellow looked said gives chat rat thousands of cheese wedges asterisk.
By the way, if you type asterisk before something, chat rat emphasizes a word. Please allow me to demonstrate.
Tethercat said OOT and a boot.
Yeah. Chat rat apparently is not Canadian. I'm not certain what location chat rat came from, but here we are. Yeah, this has been a fun 2 years. And yeah, it's gonna be an incredible year coming up, incredible future. As long as I'm able to, I'm one of the very
Joe's
few.
fellow looked said gives cheese chat rat rules.
That's the hang of it. Now you got it. I was on Blue Sky and I was attempting to get together a group of VTubers who are above the age of 50. and myself and just less than a handful of others are not enough to meet the minimum requirements of
Minimicursor
VTubers
96 said that's good.
over the age of 50. There's just not enough of us. But on the bright side, VTubers are always getting older. So that works in our favor. I'm certain that given enough time, we're going to have enough people to qualify to have a blue sky list for VTubers over the age of 50. We just got to wait for everyone to age up. Meanwhile, I'm one of the most unique VTubers on the internet for being as old as I am, for being as long as in the tooth as I am, for eating my wet food, for having chat rat, for having an amazing design and an amazing design team.
Joseph Felonlickett said I was given cheese by Scott. I'm now a happy chat rat.
See? Everyone wins. That's a winning combination right there. That's what that is. Yeah. It's been an interesting 2 years, and I can't wait for
Greet_1914 said stinky cheese.
See, that there, that's the Twitch emote that I was banking on. Thank you so much for allowing me to participate in this. Yep, it exists.
Tethercat said stinky cheese.
That is perfect, and thank you very much for that, Greed. You nailed it. Oh, you know what? I bet you saw the cheese emoji and the request for a cheese emoji, and you probably sprinted and thought, I can find something better. And you did. Thank you. I love it. But we are coming to the end of the stream, and I say that because we're nearing the top of the hour, and at the top of the hour, that's my bedtime. I'm usually not streaming this late. I usually like to cut it around the bottom of the hour, but we're sticking around just because we got the raid, and I appreciate everyone who showed up for the raid. Once again, big shout out for Devin and Raccoon. Thank you so much for that raid. Thank you for everyone who's joined us for this 2-year anniversary
Devin
stream.
and Raccoon said I'm glad I was able to raid yet.
No, I'm ecstatic. I think I was mentioning this.
Minimicursor 96 said oh, I just wanted to let you know.
Mini-me, yeah, what do you got? But yeah, I don't know that I've ever actually had a raid, so I'm glad everything worked out. I'm glad there were no hiccups. So thank you very much for that, Devin and Raccoon. I appreciate that so much. I'm so glad everything went smoothly. Because any one of...
Felonlickett said Rocky, if you're still here, I'm going to draw you in that comic I was working on called Rocky's Rockin' Courtroom. I'm going to draw you as both the judge and the lawyer and the defendant.
So says Chat Rat.
Minimicursor 96 said after 4th of July, I won't be around like I used to.
Mini-me, if that's because you're playing with fireworks, don't play with fireworks. We want you around like you used to be. If it's not fireworks related, then you make sure that you take care of yourself and you stay healthy, you stay active and happy. Do your best. We're always proud of you. Make sure that you take care of yourself, and we'll commiserate once you reappear. We'll join and have some festivities and some celebrations.
Minimicursor 96 said no, it's not, but that does sound like a good idea.
What, shooting your foot off with fireworks going to the hospital on 4th of July? No, it doesn't. Stop that. No, but after the 4th of July, you make sure that you take care, and we will definitely catch you when you return. We'll have some more fun and frivolities.
Joseph Felonlickett said fireworks sparkler.
Fireworks sparkler, that's a nice emote. I have a playlist of about 400 Baroque songs, but anytime I go to a different window and return back to this window, it resets back at song number 1. So if anyone's been watching this and hears the same Baroque song, I've got other ones. We're just on a bad loop. But yes, I am going to conclude the stream, and I appreciate everyone for showing up, everyone for joining in, everyone for conversating. If anyone is watching and they're just lurking in the background, I thank you. There's no requirement to watch my streams. I never monetize any of my streams ever. So you can just show up and have fun. A lot of people throw me in the background.
Minimicursor96 said I will, and take care yourself too and continue to be a great streamer.
Well, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that, Mini-Me. I don't monetize, and a lot of my viewers tell me that they put me on in the background and keep me as background noise.
Joseph Felonlikid said Naya cheese rat he.
Chat rat getting more love than me. And you know what? I don't even mind. It's all good. Please, if you want to join, that's great. There's no pressure, no obligation. But if you see me around and I'm streaming, pop in. I'm guaranteed to provide a fun and entertaining stream regardless of whatever I'm doing. With that said, we're now at the 3/4 mark of the hour. I'm not gonna pass along this raid train. I'm not proficient in that enough. I honestly would not know how. So if you are gonna raid, hey, why don't you look over at Devin and Rocket? Maybe they have a suggestion to raid. I don't know. Regardless, thank you everyone for showing up. Thanks everyone for watching. I appreciate everything. We do allow Chat Rat to continue on through the end credits, so feel free to chat.
Minimicursor96 said take care and good night.
The stream... oh, there you go.
Joseph Felonlikid said going to have a dance party next stream.
Not me, but I'll join into whatever you got planned. Although I have played
Devin and
Trombone
Rockland
Champ.
said Lulu Fleur VT is sweet to raid.
There you go, everyone. There's your raid. If you're gonna be raiding anyone, Devin and Raccoon, can you post a link? Can I post a link? Can you post a link in the in the chat?
Devin and Raccoon said very wholesome and sweet florist.
Aw, that's nice. Actually, let me see if I can do it.
Minimicursor96 said oh I know her.
Here we go. Let me see if I can do this and. Okay, here's a link.
https://www.
Okay, Chat Rat, I'm putting you on mute. No one needs to hear you spell out a web URL like an old person, like I would.
Tethercat said https://.
Nope, Chat Rat. So that's your next raid, everyone, courtesy of Devin and Raccoon. If everyone wants to head over that way, tailgate raid. I love it. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching the stream. Go take a look at Lulu Fleur VT. I'm gonna go take a look at Lulu Fleur VT. Once again, thanks for joining in on the 2-year anniversary, and as always, thanks for watching. Have a good night, everybody.
Hello, folks. You know, I've been picking and trying to pick a banjo for 40 years or more. I used to just play the imitation, but now I'm going to give you a little of the variation.
Joseph Felonlikid said cheese for Chat Rat. Tethercat said thanks for watching. Tethercat said thanks for watching. Devin and Raccoon said. Tethercat said I don't know what that 3 asterisk thing was, but that's awesome.
Gentlemen. Now, folks, I'm going to give you a little of Old Dan Tucker, containing more heterogeneous constitupolity, double flavor, and unknown quality than usual. chuckles the fine old man. I watched his face in the frying pan. I combed his head with the wagon wheel. Died the toothache in his heel. Got away, old Dan Tucker. He come too late to get your supper.
Joseph Felonlickett said I like the old-fashioned stream credits. Tethercat said thanks, smiley face.
By the way, old Dan Tucker, he come too late to get your supper.
Joseph Felonlickett said of course it feels cozy. Tethercat said this end stream credit sequence was done in a sprite. Joseph Felonlickett said I can definitely see myself coming back and hanging out. Tethercat said you, and everyone, are quite welcome. Thanks. Joseph Felonlickett said Dino dance, Dino dance, Dino dance.